stop scrolling. Right now. Before you spend $500 on a new smartwatch, you need to hear this. Because in 2026, the Smartwatch War just got crazy. Apple, Samsung, Google, they all dropped bombs this year. But here's the problem. Most watches are lying to you about their battery life. And some of them? They lock your health data behind paywalls that cost more than Netflix. But the biggest news? AI is finally useful on your wrist. Google Gemini, Siri 2.0, Samsung's new health algorithms, they're game changers. But only 2 watches actually got it right. Starting at number 1. Apple Watch Series 9. Best overall Apple smartwatch. For fans of the Apple ecosystem, there is no better smartwatch than the Apple Watch Series 9. Interestingly, it did not earn top marks in any of our individual testing metrics. In fact, it ranks 5th out of the 10 models we tested in our health and battery life metrics. What the Series 9 offers is exceptional performance overall, especially considering its price point relative to other high-end watches in our lineup. For Apple and iPhone users, high scores across the board translates to seamless integration into your daily routine. As our lead tester, Sentry Kelly, puts it, Apple standardizes their experience so well. The Watch app, on the Series 9, looks just like the interface you experience on your iPhone, and it makes for super intuitive use. All 3 of the Apple Watches utilize Apple's industry-leading native apps, making them functionally comparable to each other. The Series 9 has excellent call quality, with one tester noting that it is basically as good as the iPhone itself. Scribbling texts on the 1.77 square-inch screen is easy, though we typically prefer to use the efficient voice-to-text function. Don't be thrown off by the relative position of the Series 9 in our health metric. If you examine the score closely, you'll see that the differences among our top contenders are fractions of a point. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. Best overall Android smartwatch. We recognize that many of our awards focus on Apple Watches, which is just a reality of the market share among smartwatch users, at least in the United States. But that doesn't mean that there aren't fantastic options for Android users, among which the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 stands out. Similarly to the award-winning Apple Watch Series 9, the Watch 6 doesn't shine in any particular metric. It falls short to the Garmin Venu 3 and Google Pixel Watch 2 in our health metric, and ranks 6th out of 10 models tested for battery life. But our side-by-side testing proves its overall value, one that might even make some Apple users jealous. Android users will feel at home with the intuitive interface of the Watch 6, which includes familiar icons used by other Galaxy and Google devices. Call quality is a notch above the rival Pixel Watch 2. It is very loud and fairly clear, with just a slight muffled sound, one tester remarked, also noting that it didn't exhibit any of the static we noticed from the speaker of the Pixel Watch 2. The 1.77 square-inch display on the Watch 6 is 47% larger than the face of the Pixel Watch, which also makes scribbling or typing texts much easier. Our testers all agree that the haptic bezel is more finicky than a physical, rotating bezel, though this issue can be remedied by upgrading to the Watch 6 Classic. All considered, the Watch 6 is still the top Android option for communication, especially if you want to use your new smartwatch to conduct business. Number 3. Apple Watch SE. Best buy in smartwatches. The Apple Watch SE presents an extraordinary value among all of the smartwatches in our lineup, particularly so when you compare it side by side with the premium Apple Watches we tested. Its iOS interface runs the same native apps, Apple Watch, Health, and Fitness, as the Series 9 and Ultra 2, which means that all 3 watches are functionally equivalent, as far as apps go. The value of the SE becomes even more apparent when you look closely at our 2 most important test metrics, Smart Function and Health, which comprise 70% of a product's overall score. In these tests, the SE actually scores a fraction, 0.2 points, higher than the Editor's Choice Award-winning Series 9, and only 0.1 point behind the top-end Ultra 2. Even though they feature the same screen, an OLED display covered by Ion-X glass, the 1.51 square-inch screen on the SE is 17% smaller than the Series 9. The only reason I scored these watches differently is because having a larger screen makes texting and scribbling on the watch keyboard slightly easier, Sentry, our lead tester, noted. Number 4. Amazfit BIP 5. Best buy under $100. If you are seeking an extremely budget-friendly entry into the world of smartwatches, then the Amazfit BIP 5 is a compelling choice. It offers intuitive proprietary apps and third-party apps to extend basic functions and add personalization. This model handles phone calls well, although texting is limited to automated responses. It is also a capable health monitoring and fitness tracking device, even though our testers did have issues with the GPS establishing connections, as well as GPS accuracy. The app might not deliver the same mature experience or expansive ecosystem you find with Apple Store or Google Play Store offerings. That being said, you'll find most of your app needs met, and a premium app option offers greater features and functions. Its large display and battery life also can't outshine or outlast the highest-end watches we tested, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a better-performing or more capable smartwatch at the price point. Number 5. Garmin Venu 3. Top pick for health and fitness. For adventurous types who need their battery to last for many days, there is no better option than the Garmin Venu 3. This agnostic smartwatch is compatible with Apple and Android phones, and we estimated its battery life at an incredible 143 hours. It can even run for an impressive 20 hours with GPS turned on, more than 3 hours longer than the Ultra 2. Its health-related sensors are only rivaled by the Pixel Watch 2, though the Venu 3 far outstrips that other watch when it comes to tracking your workouts, with ample customization for already well-tuned activity-specific modes. Whether you are interested in metrics for climbing, stand-up paddleboarding, snowshoeing, or pickleball, you'll find not only the workout type to match your fitness routine but also a wealth of trackable data tailored to your specific sport. Look. If you're an iPhone user, number 1 is obvious, the ecosystem is just too good. But if you're on Android? Number 2 with Gemini AI is genuinely the smartest watch I've ever used. It answered questions that Siri couldn't even understand. And please, whatever you do, don't buy a smartwatch without checking the battery claims. One of these watches lied about lasting 3 days, it died in 28 hours. I tested it myself. I've linked all 5 watches down in the description with the best 2026 prices. Some have massive discounts right now, so check the deals before you buy. If this video saved your wrist from a bad purchase, smash that like button. And subscribe for more 2026 tech truth. Stay healthy, I'll see you in the next one.